Hello, hello, hello. You can call me Sin. It's easier that way. I'm going to give a short tutorial on how to sort of create your own custom keycaps. I primarily am doing this since I have some leverless controllers that have some menu buttons that are standard MX switches, and just to give it some flavor instead of your standardized PLA 3D printed keycaps, or just generic ones you might buy offline on AliExpress or Amazon. And primarily I use a site called fkcaps.com. They have a really good selection of custom keycaps. When I was trying to find keycaps, I was going on Etsy, and they have stellar quality keycaps there, but the options were kind of limited to your cherry kind of format, and I just like some more options. Some of the keycaps on say a level ABC uses a DSA profile, so I'm kind of going for like a XDA profile on some of them, which is a little bit taller than say a DSA, which is more flat. It has more curvature in the XDA. It might take some more research to see what actually, if you get any kind of controller or keyboard, it'll tell you what profiles you can use or have a preference, and you can kind of do that research. But that's a whole different can of worms. We're just going to go over how to do your own designs, and I use this lovely FK custom site for keycaps to get some pretty stellar quality shine through ones. And we're gonna kind of go over that. Excuse my rambling. So typically whenever you go to create one, you're going to need an SVG, a vector formatted icon. So just for this example, I have some pre-made. I'll add them to the video as well for people that just kind of oh, I like those, I'll use that, make their lives easier. But if you want to do some custom ones, you might, it's a little bit limiting because it's a keycap, you don't want to get too crazy. It's laser etched on there so that it'll shine through. Or if say you just want a white one, you could use the DSA PBTs and stuff like that. It's a matter of preference, although these are not shine through, it says there, and these are chalk switches, so you can see obviously this is a keyboard enthusiast kind of site, but keycaps are keycaps. The beautiful thing about this site is, so you can get your own layout. So the XDA, yeah, we're going to continue, and it has a standard layout. You're not going to need all this. I do my own layout, just start from scratch, and then I just put how many keys I want. Now I will note that on this site, I believe there's a $40 limit on before they ship, so you need to get that amount. So plan out a couple of keys, make some extras. If you're really wearing down on a menu button, I guess it could be useful to have some backup, so you could just swap them out if there's some wear or shine on the keycap. So just as an example, we'll just do 2, right? When I did mine, I did a whole bunch of rows and stuff. I'll show you kinda what my order was. I did in rows like this for something I was planning out. So as you can see, I have duplicates. I use a row of 4 because one of the controllers I use has 4 menu buttons. Controller I want to get, the ABC level, excuse me, has 3. I can alternate between those. Anyway, but continue just for this example. Standard. That doesn't matter. Alright, we're gonna click on the key. So this is where we're gonna do the design in a sense. So I'm gonna choose vector, right? I have some already. I have some set aside. I'll do the Tekken 8 logo. Now it's a big formatted file, so I'm gonna scale it down till I can see it. And you can do kind of decimals. So let's say we do 4.25. You can kind of like edge it in there a little bit, and then you can go into your alignment and, you know, mess with the XY coordinates to kind of dial it in. And so as you can see when I save it, this kind of grayed, whited out background is going to be what's etched out of the key for the shine through. The best kind of idea, like logos to go for this are like, you know, Akuma's heaven symbol or like a fist. As long as it's like kind of solid, like it has to be kind of black and white because you're going to be subtracting for what you're putting on the key. So for some of the examples I have, like Kon from Chainsaw Man. So like how that would look on a key, we'll see. Click on it, vector, settings, upload SVG, do Kon. We're gonna dial that in. We'll probably do 4.5. Just an example, like it depends. You might not want all of this huge size. You might want something smaller. It's up to you. You just dial it in. It's a little bit of tweaking, but the hardest part is trying to figure out, you know, setting up vectors for some people. I usually convert stuff from logos and or designs that I might create on my own or something. If you're good with like Photoshop or something, or a free tool in GIMP, you can kind of create your logo. It just you know, play around with it. So we'll save changes, and that's what it would look like. And then obviously the RGB would shine through. Right, so how do we get to this point? Probably the concern you guys are most anxious about. So let's go with the Akuma heaven symbol. We're gonna save this image as like heaven. Save. Now you can go to like a free converter online, or do it in, you know, if you're paranoid and don't trust online resources, you can do it in a suite you know how to do, that has the option to do that. And I'm gonna upload a picture, and we're gonna do this. Right. So as you can see, that's not entirely what we want, unless that's what you know. Unless that's you just want that outline to be kind of carved out and have it solid, and you just want it to shine through the outline. But I'm gonna do internal, and now this is what will shine through. I'm gonna download the SVG, right? And then we're going to delete this as this example. Delete that vector, okay. And we're gonna go ahead and add that one and scale it down. So maybe we'll do 4.5. Alignment. About okay. Say you want to do multiple keys though, what I would do is use as template. This will save that to a key if you want to do multiple of them. So we'll save changes, right? And then say we're like, I don't want the Tekken one. Screw that one. We're gonna delete that vector and then use template. Save. So now you have two of the same key, and this is what will shine through. And that's the beauty of it. It's pretty straightforward in that regard. I'm gonna put a link in the video for some of the ones I converted. I'll show a couple, like obviously I have the Venom Spider for his chest logo, and then you know there's this Chainsaw Man one if you want to fit that on a key, and you know, just play around with it. Apologize if this is not like a professional grade video, but it's just to kind of cover the basics on to get you started creating what you want for your leverless controller, or just have custom keycap. You know, you have some cool design on an escape, and you something like that. I would suggest if you have like a bunch of controllers, would be more for you. Like you have some of the mixed box styles, or you know, keypad style leverless controllers, and you have a bunch of keys you want to like plan out and customize with, you know, this style of keycap versus like, you know, regular transparent keys or the ones that come stock. You know, just something to play around with. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Take it easy.